showed my coffee that I make in my Keurig, but I recently was gifted an espresso machine. So I'm gonna show y'all what I do with that, because right now I'm pretty much only making cappuccinos because it's like the easiest thing in my opinion to make, and I don't really have the ingredients to make any of the other things, and the cappuccino seems to be the one that I like the most. So I'm just gonna show you what I do. This is a DeLonghi, I don't really know, yeah, that espresso machine. Come on. Okay, so I basically have like a whole little coffee bar set up over here. Now I want to get like some shelves to put up, and then, you know, just different things to put in your coffee and whatnot. But I recently got this canister thing. I love it so much. It's just one of the little canisters from Walmart. It's got this little flip top, and then you open it and it's, you know, vacuum sealed, which is awesome for coffee. But right now all I have is pre-ground up espresso. I want to get a coffee grinder and, you know, grind my espresso beans before I brew them, because that's obviously the way you get the best flavor out of them. But for right now, I just have pre-ground. I taped the bag to the back so that I would know what it is, but it's the Turkish blend espresso from 6th and Main Coffee, and it's so good. Even pre-ground up and like over a couple of like days and stuff, it's still so good. Okay, so I've got my, I cannot remember what this thing is called. I'm trying to like be my own little barista, but I gotta learn the names of all these things. So I gotta fill this thing up. Recently I've just been doing one shot, and I'm hoping my espresso machine works for me today. Sometimes I cannot get it to come out very well, so we'll see what happens. But I just use my one shot filter in my thing here and then pour 1 spoonful of espresso into my thing here, and then tamp it. One thing that I have learned recently is that I need to tamp like a lot lighter than I have been, because it's the reason I haven't been getting like a good flow coming out of my espresso machine. I need to like chill a little bit. So I just make sure to tamp it pretty well, and then you're just gonna put it in your espresso machine. And if you don't have an espresso machine, I really recommend this one. It's a really nice one, and it makes great espresso. It's just like figuring out the, you know, the quirks and whatnot. So I don't have a tripod, obviously, because I'm really good at this, but here's what it looks like. I just got it screwed into here, and then I have a shot glass, and I literally just use shot glasses. They're little measuring shot glasses. I wish my stuff would focus. But 1 shot of espresso is 1 ounce, so I just put that underneath my little spout here. Make sure it's lined up. Usually you can use 2 cups, but I just use 1 because it's easier to measure. And then it's switched to the on position, and then once the ready light is on, which there it is, I'm just gonna switch it to on. Please work. Oh my gosh, that's the best it's ever worked. Oh, I spoke too soon. So, and then this doesn't have like a measuring deal with it. Like you have to stop it when you've got like the desired amount. So this is what you want when you're brewing espresso, this nice foam on the top. Oh, it's so good. It's supposed to be a steady stream, but I'm happy with this because this is more than what I usually get out of it. And then I'm gonna switch it back to the on position. And I'm just gonna leave that there and let it drip some more, and then show you what I do for the rest of my drink. So I just use this clear coffee. I don't know how big it is, probably 16 ounces or something like that. That's what I use for my drink. And then I usually use Chobani oat milk, but I'm going to be using Planet Oat today. I really like the extra creamy original. And then for flavor, I'm going to be using the non-dairy creamer with almond milk and oat milk from Starbucks, and it's a hazelnut flavor. Really good. So I have a 2-cup measuring cup here that I use to do the steamed and hot milk for my cappuccino. So here's what I do with my flavor. I just pour in probably, I don't know, I'd say it's 2 tablespoons worth. Not that much. It's pretty strong creamer. And then shake up my oat milk really good. And I'm gonna add, I think, like 1.5 cups of milk. Usually I end up adding more. Yeah, I'm gonna do 1.5 for now. And then this lovely espresso machine has a steam option here. So I have the knob switched over to steam, and it's already got the ready light on. So I don't know how I'm gonna show this, but this little thing over here is what I'm gonna be using. Trying not to touch the screen, but it's got a hot milk option up here and then a cappuccino, and then it just slides up and down for whichever one you need. This goes in your milk, and then you just move it up and down and around, and then that'll get it to where it needs to be. So let me see. Oh, maybe I can. Alright, so I'm just gonna show you from this angle. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my espresso shot into my cup and get that out of the way, and then take my milk over here, and I'm gonna switch it to the hot milk option first, and then make sure my ready light's on, which it is, and then I have a knob over here, and I'm gonna push it down once my straw is inside the milk. So give me just a second. I need both hands for this. So I wanted to explain more what was happening here. The cappuccino is equal parts steamed milk and equal parts froth milk. So I just put it all together, and then the hot milk option heats up the milk, and then the cappuccino option froths the milk. So that's what's happening here. Okay, so that is done. And I keep a couple little espresso cups over here so I can just put it under stuff once I'm done with it, because it is gonna drip just a little bit. So I just put that there until I'm done. And then I have got my steamed and frothed milk, and I'm just going to add that to my espresso. Too much milk this time. Okay, I had to drink some of it so I could finish off my... I have to put that part in there, okay? It's important. But that is my cappuccino. Good God, that was so much work. I'm literally so excited right now. I'm about to get some vegan donuts. I'm at Fegrit's right now, and they have some donuts from, I don't remember what the name is, but I will definitely add it in later on. I haven't had donuts, like good donuts, since going vegan, and like, that's one of my favorite breakfast, I guess you can consider it breakfast food, but honestly, you can eat it whenever. But like, I haven't had a good one in so long, so I'm so excited. Like, I can't contain how excited I am to have some donuts right now. Okay. Oh, look at these donuts, y'all. So these are caramel vanilla and blackberry crumble. Okay. And I got one of every flavor, obviously. And then chocolate sprinkle and peanut butter chip. Oh my god. Look at these donuts, y'all. They look so good. Okay, well, I have a feeling I know how these are going to turn out, but I'll have a review later on about these donuts, because oh my goodness, never been more excited for a piece of food in my life. I also got a bunch of food for me and Wesley because I'm taking him lunch to work right now, so we're gonna have lunch and donuts. So I didn't film myself eating the donuts because it was disgusting, but basically my review is that they were really good, and here's the only picture I got of them, and yeah. So we are currently on our walk that we try to go on every day down Main Street, or at least our street. Just got some soap and some pina colada focaccia from the lavender shop, and I'm so excited for this focaccia because I love bread. But yeah, we're just out walking. It's a super nice day. There's like no one out right now, so it's really ideal for a person like me who hates people. At the post office, I got a bunch of Christmas letters I'm supposed to send out over the next month or so, I'm going to be working on that in my free time. And now we are on our way back to the car, and I'm going to hit up Goodwill to see if I can find, I wonder if you guys can even hear me over these cars. Probably not. I'm gonna go to Goodwill to see if I can find some like used clothes baskets, because I feel like they're kind of overpriced when you buy them new. So I'm just gonna look there first and trying to find some more places to put dirty clothes and like dirty things in my house. So I figure thrifting is always the best option first, so that's what we're doing. And then hopefully once I'm done doing that, Nora Jean will be ready for nap time. So we are on our way to the car right now. I'm headed to Goodwill. I am like so thankful that I'm able to do this every day. Like, I'm able to hang out with my baby on a daily basis, and I don't have to drop her off somewhere for somebody else to take care of her. I don't know. I'm just really thankful that I'm able to. I'm thankful for my man for being that provider for us, because without him it would not be possible. So shouts to the man. He's a real MVP for putting up with me, and then now like both of us. Good Lord, can you imagine? But anyways, yeah, I'm just feeling very thankful today. Out on my walk with my baby. Because a couple years ago, I couldn't imagine doing something like this, and I'm honestly just so glad that I have the opportunity to. So I've never seen her eat something the way she's eating this mac and cheese right now. Like, she has not dropped a single piece of it, and she has just been shoveling it in. You like mac and cheese? Yeah. I feel the same way.
You know, snorts. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.